Hello, everyone. How is it going? Oh, I hope you're having a good start to your week. I just realized I asked you, Brandi, before we went live, how your week has been. It's been less than 24 hours into the week.
Yeah, I know, but I gave you a quick update. If anything, I didn't ask you how your week was going. So, how's your week
True.
going?
This entire past 14 days, I want to say now, have been a blur because we found a kitten in the road.
Yeah.
And so it's just, she's doing great, but oh boy, does she take up a lot of time.
Well, I've loved watching all the photos and updates and stuff like that. She's
Yes.
adorable.
Oh, she's got the personality of Momo, but thinks she's the size of Appa.
Love that for her.
She is adorable and chaotic and amazing. Let's see, we got Bree in the comments. What is up, Bree? How's it going? Oh my goodness, you guys picked a good episode to tune in for. There we go, finally made it to the beginning of a live.
Woohoo!
Yay! Oh yes, no, we are gonna have some fun. We're talking about the Earth King. We're almost to the end of book 2.
I know. If
I have to go back and see when we started book 2 because I feel like it was a couple of years ago.
It's gotta be a solid year ago. Hold on, I'm gonna look while we do this. Let's see.
It's been a long road getting here, but we've made it, and now we get to see Bosco, so it's all absolutely worth it.
It seems like we've lived 5 lifetimes.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Let's see, what have we gone through? There's the car crash, some job switches, cat, chaos. So what has your life been like, Bree? Well, we've been busy.
It has been a solid year. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Ooh,
well,
we
started this January 26th of 2022.
Oh my gosh.
Why did it take? We got through season 1 so fast.
back when we were still in our regular old jobs, and then I was like, you know what? Chaos. Yeah, Bree's right. If we keep going like this, we might finish season 3 by 2057. So,
I mean, I don't have anything better to do. So
yeah. Well, it's crazy because this week is San Diego Comic-Con, and I have a 1-day pass for Thursday. Nice. So I'm flying out to San Diego Wednesday night, spending the con on Thursday, going back home on Friday, and working Saturday, Sunday. So I will be dead inside, and there will not be a stream next week, but we'll start to get to there.
That's fine. We can take a week off.
I can say life has been lifing. Very nice. As long as it's still going. It's been 84 years. Hi, Rapunzel. How's it going? Oh my. Well, we have plenty to talk about with this episode, particularly because I don't remember this episode ever happening.
Really? That's very
I think I've seen this once when it first aired.
That's interesting.
I did not enjoy the end of book 2. It was scary. It still is scary.
I love the end of book 2. I think we've established that already. I love the ending of this season.
We'll see if this changes my mind. But yes, we shall start out here as we get more and more people join in the chat. Hello. With the Earth King description, as always, for anyone who's new here, because we have been getting new people on the rewatches. So nice. If you're new here, we compare Brandi's magnificent version of a description to the description of Paramount Plus. So it's let's just say Brandi's come out on top every single time. But here is the description for the Earth King. The kids battle Long Fang, the Dai Li, when they attempt to show the Earth King the vast conspiracy taking place in his city. I want to point out the grammatical error.
I was about to say, it seems wordy and it doesn't.
Because I thought my KDHD mixed with dyslexia was kicking in for a second, but no, it's literally the kids battle Long Fang, the Dai Li, when they attempt to show and so the bar is buried below the ground. All you have to do is walk over it, Brandi, but I'm sure you'll soar above it.
I'm suddenly very worried about my own grammatical errors, so hopefully there's none here.
Okay. Fine. We're what, less than 5 minutes in and we already have a sidetrack. Christmas we had, so every Christmas we have on our fireplace mantle Noel spelled out for our stocking hangers, and it's an Noel. OBL. But
Mhm.
me being me, one year I accidentally put it up as NOLE, Noel.
Mm.
Every year for the past 15 years, I want to say, I have had Noel all over. So grammatical errors, no matter what you do, it will never reach that level of infamy. So don't be worried.
I have this, it's actually like right over here. Like, if I could reach it, I would grab it, but it's just out of reach. I have this like decorative rabbit that's holding like uh a little banner, and it's supposed to say Happy Easter, but instead of an H, it has two A's, so it says Happy Easter, and I leave it out every like year round. It's a year round bunny,
That's
and it brings
amazing.
me immense joy. So
Oh, I love that. Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
Anyways,
I'm glad I'm not the only one who loves odd, like strange deformities in
yeah,
products.
yeah, 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 yeah. They're like, oh, well, don't you want like an actual one? I'm like, no, I want this one.
No, this.
I want Happy. All right, here we go. Reunited with Appa, the gang continues their good fortune by attempting to convince the Earth King of the Dai Li's control of the city.
I love it. It's simple and it tells the story. And it's grammatically correct.
Wow.
So we are winning at this point. Oh man. Oh yeah. I'm hoping Bree and Rapunzel can also commiserate with grammar things. See, I'm always horrified when I'm on air that I'm gonna say something weird. Like apparently I switched few and far between with far and few between, and I had a viewer email me and say, you said it once. I was like,
listen. The viewers that take the time to send an email.
Not the ones I should be worried about.
Not the ones you should be worried about at all.
No, I actually had an idea. I proposed it to my station where we do a contest and we bring in a bunch of people who send complaint emails and we make them do our jobs and put it on air and just be like, you know what? Here, guys, if you think it's so easy.
How to lose viewers.
Oh, it only lose 5 years and we gain a bunch.
This is true. This is true.
Oh,
You guys will
man.
probably go viral.
Oh, 100%. And I would love that. I'd love that for us. Speaking of loving things, the intro to this episode. I couldn't find an accurate screen grab, but how they're on an island and everyone can just imagine in their mind's eye. Just the Aang's just face hugging Appa.
Yeah.
I love that so much.
Yeah, because I think like the last episode ended with just like Aang being like, I missed you, buddy. And like it was very sweet. And then like it had all of like those like somber emotions. But this is just like pure glee, and they're just like so happy and yeah. Like we got the band back together and everything like that. So yeah, it is very good. And then I think like that like high energy like only bumps up to like an 11 by the time that they're like at the palace, because that fight sequence.
Oh my gosh. Yes. I think you're frozen. Oh no. Well, I can say it was amazing. There we go. Are you unfrozen?
I don't know. Am I?
Now you are. I can see you. You were saying that fight scene is cliffhanger.
That fight sequence is one of my favorites out of the whole series. Like when I think of fight sequence in this show, this is like maybe in the top 3. Like it's so good. I love it so much. And I also just love like the amount that everybody, like the whole crew is just like Toph obviously has a lot of pent up energy. Like she's ready to go.
Oh yeah.
Aang is so over literally everything. Katara, I love how Katara is like apologizing throughout the whole thing. The only thing that I don't really like is that in this sequence you really lose Sokka. Like Sokka is just walking.
Mow him down, guys.
Yeah.
You got it.
Which is okay. It's okay. You know, I think this fight sequence really belongs to Toph and Aang. But it is sad that I think Sokka gets kind of lost, especially when they're outside. By the time they get to the palace, then he's like opening doors and being funny and goofy and funny haha.
I do really enjoy his one like big part in the fight. Well, Toph and Aang are like scooting him up on that little elevator, and the Earthbenders are just sliding down. He's like, "Guys, we're on your side."
Yeah.
Pause. Sorry.
Sorry.
He's so Midwestern. Oh my gosh. Okay. Side note. I have to answer a phone call. One second.
Okay.
I'm abandoning you.
Mute. Okay, guys. Well, this actually hasn't happened in a while. I wasn't prepared for this. So
he hung up. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
It's not Survivor, if anyone was wondering. No, my brother.
Would you tell us if it would?
Oh, I would. I would 100%. Let's see. Sorry, Mom said you're on podcast. Oh, my family knows my schedule.
Oh, look at
Here.
them. So sweet.
All right, ready? We're just gonna be like, there. Everybody smile from behind your keyboards. No, he's moving to Chicago. Let me see. He still needs me to check something. So continue. I'll just be in the void.
Oh, okay.
Here's some viewer comments. There's Marcus Aurelius.
Well, I don't think a grammatically incorrect complaint email would be any better. If anything, everybody in the newsroom would probably berate you. Which maybe not be a bad thing, at least for the people in the newsroom, but
there we go. No, he's looking for. He's moving to Chicago right now, and my parents just left with him, and so he's like messaging me. He's like, "Can you look on the filing cabinet and see if I left this?"
Oh.
So
classic sibling.
Yeah, he's like, "Sorry, thanks." I'm gonna send him that picture. No problem. Awesome. Back on track, guys. I am so sorry. What were we doing? We were talking about Toph and Aang just kicking butt and taking names.
Yep.
And Sokka just watching.
Pretty much.
Even Momo is like an attack position here. Just like, I'm the sentry.
Momo's ready to go. Momo's ready to go.
Oh, man. Yep. No, this whole fight, it's so beautifully animated too.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed like some of the fights that can feel a little choppy, but that's earthbending. But I really like how, especially Toph, she does the windshield wiper.
Yeah, that's really cool. I like that a lot. Like that, I don't know, like those rocks just like crisscrossing.
Yes. Oh, just definitely agree. One of the top fight scenes for me. Louise X Sparrow. Hello. That's how my brother and I greet each other. We're just like, hello. Oh, we're weird. But not as weird as just a plain old bear entrusting freaking dudes dressed in togas, arresting kids. This is where the episode started to derail for me as a kid, which was like, okay, first off, they just look evil. So, like Kid Katie. And then, second of all, you're arresting an 11-year-old, 12-year-old, however old they are? 12?
Because 12, 14, 15, and 12, I think. I hate how I know this.
Hey, someone has to carry the torch for this fandom, and I swear it's not going to be me. I can't remember Jack, so really,
I can't remember anything either, except for this show, apparently.
Yeah, it found that little corner of your brain and was like, you know what? I'm gonna live here.
Really. Brie often says that I decided what my main personality trait was going to be when this show aired, and I kind of think she's right.
It's quite true. Oh no, seriously, like this show has so many relatable characters. If someone cannot find a character that they relate to, I don't know what else to tell them. Oh my goodness. Well, we get through the fight scene, which is gorgeous, and then we get to this scene. The Earth King was not what I expected as a kid, and still, like, I don't remember much of him.
Yeah,
seems like a wuss.
When I was watching when I was rewatching it, the character kind of changed for me because, like, in my mind, I was like, oh yeah, like he's a bumbling idiot, kind of, and I love that for him. And then I was watching it, and as I was watching it, I was like, I think he's just super young. Like,
Yeah?
yeah, like one of my fan theories. I think like the guy's like in his 20s. Like, I don't think
Really?
he's old. And like, no. Like the way that he acts,
Oh.
like I think bro is like no older than 25. Like,
Dude, let's see. No, he's not married, has no kids, just has a pet. It tracks.
I mean, if that doesn't
Doesn't leave his
scream
house.
20 to 25-year-old, I don't know what does. Like,
Oh.
yeah, like I think he's super young, and like obviously like if you read like his wiki page, he became like Earth King at the age of 4, and then
Really?
yeah. So like
I need to go to his wiki page.
he became Earth King at the age of 4, which is how like Long Feng came into power because he was serving as
Oh.
like the proxy kind of. And so like that's why he like never leaves the palace and very controlled, and that's like how Long Feng was able to kind of almost become the real ruler of the city. And so like even if he is like maybe a little bit older than what I think he is, like that's kind of like the main reason why he is, instead of like growing up with like I think it was his father who was Earth King, like watching world and stuff like that. He has a long thing, and Bane obviously shaped him into that he is. So
yeah, because like if you think about it, like Chinese and Japanese culture, especially with the imperialistic setup that they've had through the history, there's always been like people who are like like you are either a child emperor, you inherit it, you take it over from someone else, and the child emperors never end well in that history.
no.
Also, I think you're frozen.
Oh,
or am I frozen? 1 second, hold on. Nope. Oh no, Brandi disappeared. Well, old crusty Brandi audio's right, Bree. Device is not connected. They will need to connect their microphone and camera before they can add them to the stream. I guess I'm sad now. Well, I have a message from my brother. He says if I had an Avatar podcast, I'd call it Dang. 2 A's NG. Oh boy. Brandi, I'll miss you. It's okay. It's okay. Hold on. Let me removed. If you want to prevent this person, I don't want to prevent them from rejoining. I wonder if the storm is hitting her. There's a storm? I should know this. Hold on. Let me check the weather radar. Oh snap, there is a line of storms through Indianapolis. Interesting. Which does make me wonder how they handled severe weather in the Avatar universe. Because if you hear me out while Brandi gets her stuff going again, hire waterbenders and they can create a protective dome from hail. If there's hail that's falling, it's ice. They could just be like, boop, 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 boop. All the crops are safe. They survive. Definitely think that's a possibility. Is that Brandi? Brandi!
am I back?
You're back!
I don't know.
We were just talking about hail and how I'd hire waterbenders so that they can protect your crops from hail and then just be like, pew, 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 pew.
Okay. I think you could also do the same with like airbenders, couldn't you? Or am I?
Oh yeah, they totally break up the tornadoes.
Yeah.
Also, my brother said if he had an Avatar podcast, he'd call it Dang. DAANG.
Dang, we really messed that up.
We really did. I should have consulted him.
Where was your brother? Like what? Like 2.5 years ago? Like
we should have him on for a day.
Yeah, we should.
He doesn't like being in front of a camera, but
I mean, neither do I. But look at him. Here I am.
We're thriving.
Here I am. We're thriving. I don't think I've ever even really met your brother.
I don't think you have.
I don't think so.
Dude, you would love it. He has like the greatest dark humor of all. It's absolutely magnificent.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
unexpected because like you have like some dark humor, but at the same time, like you're just so you can find this. Yeah, that. I was like, I don't know what word I'm gonna use, and I hope I don't offend her. And then you came with
totally.
that, and I was like, that works.
Yep, that's onomatopoeia works perfectly.
Yeah, where were
Yeah, no.
we?
We were talking about the Earth King being a puppet of Long Feng and how Long Feng is like it ties into Chinese imperialism and Japanese imperialism.
Yeah. Well, I think the Earth King is also like based off of the last emperor of China, but
Mhm.
I may be wrong. I
I
don't
saw
know. Don't quote
comparisons to
me
him
on that.
online. I mean, if not based on him, at least highly influenced by him.
Mhm.
So, and I mean, this ends better than his story did. So, win. Although he does end up with a tyrannical, what is it, daughter, granddaughter in Legend of Korra. So,
Well,
like,
is it like his daughter or is it like a distant relative? Like a cousin or something?
I wonder. I have to follow the family tree. All I know is she's the only person I've been happy to be killed in Avatar: The Last Airbender. Like, Zhao, I feel bad for him. He's just crazy.
I don't know. I don't feel too bad about Zhao's death. Like I feel
Yeah.
like it was if it didn't happen, like we would constantly be like, "Well, where's Zhao? Where's Zhao? Where's Zhao?
Yeah.
What's Zhao doing?" Like it
He
kind of
just opened a tea shop.
yeah, he's not cool enough. Like he's not cool enough for that at all.
He sells fire flakes.
There you go. Yep. You know what?
Oh,
I new canon. Zhao doesn't die. He joins one of those traveling festivals and just sells fire flakes.
there you go. I
There
think
you
we found his memory was wiped. He's like, you know what? I'm a spicy man and I need to sell spicy things. So oh no, but I really do like the train of thought here from this scene. How they had the Earth King be like, listen, you're armed? You broke down my fancy door.
I love that. Oh, that's a fancy door. That has to be it. You broke down my fancy door.
I
Um,
feel like he and Sokka just like bounce a brain cell between the two of them in this scene.
definitely. Can we talk about what's going on with Sokka's eyebrows right now?
Yes, it's just like whoa.
What the?
That is statistically 2 times the size of his eyes. Yeah, like Aang, totally normal eyebrows. Katara, fine.
Aang really has
Caterpillar,
like those anime eyes right here, though.
yes. Oh, he has a
Like,
little
yeah.
amazing. No, I definitely this feels like filler for any kid. Like, just get to the point, stuff like that. But this, as an adult, it's like, oh, good, they fleshed out the logic of a scene, and they even went further. Oh, I think you mean eyebrow.
Well, grammatical
Yes,
error. There we go.
singular. Who knows? Maybe both of his eyebrows connected on one side of his face just for that scene. Hmm.
Thanks for having my back there.
I got you. Oh man. But yeah, no, they go even like they talk about you broken. Also, let's prove step by step
I
how we
love
get
that
the
where he
teeth
just slides in a little whoop,
with
whoop.
the sound too. It's not just, hey, I'm the avatar, take my word for it. They actually had to
I
prove
also
it.
I also love that this is such a 12-year-old line of thinking, like, oh well, Appa bit him, so and then we're just like, we'll
Huh?
do this, and then we'll point at his teeth, and then bada bean bada boom.
I'm good. We're done. Happy day.
Yeah.
Also, that would hurt.
I don't know how he didn't lose that foot.
Yeah. Or like at
Like,
least have a bandage around it or something. Because if I even get a basic bruise, I'm like, wrap it up, compression time. I can't handle the pain. I am a wuss. Oh yeah, no, this, and he always like, it's a birthmark.
yeah. And he's just like,
Long Fang needs improv classes.
I had this thought. So Toph can tell when people are lying,
Mhm.
but she never picked up on like anything that Long Fang said.
Did he ever say anything that was deceptive?
I mean, he just lied right here, which I realize that now is probably not
Oh,
the time,
true.
and they
She
wouldn't
probably-
even trust her, like
Yeah.
obviously. But I was just like, I feel like I need to now go back and watch a couple of episodes.
Yeah,
Because
see if she
again,
would
like
call
that
it out.
whole like Toph being able to tell if somebody's lying or not, just so shoehorned in at
One
the end.
episode.
Yeah. Well, it comes back in season 3,
Eh.
so like it's fine. But it's just like I feel like now I have to rewatch every single episode with Toph and be like, is this person lying? And why isn't she?
Mhm.
But then again, Toph does what
Say
Toph
something.
wants. So
True. That is very true. Also, Rapunzel, Appa has those herbivore teeth. It
yeah,
is.
I was kind of thinking along the same lines, but
Hmm.
Rapunzel said it more intellectually. I was just gonna be
Yeah.
like, maybe they ain't sharp.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just refreshing. I don't know.
Grind them down. Oh yeah, no, because after feeding Sophia, so now Sophia has strength and she's starting to want to eat on her own, and so she'll start to nibble on our fingers, and then
Sophia's a cat, by the way, guys.
Yes, Sophia's a cat, not a person. But she started chewing on our fingers and started chewing on our chins, and then went for the noses and actually put her tooth straight through my dad's nose this week.
Yeah.
So I guess Appa is less painful in that sense.
Probably.
Oh gosh. Let's see. After that, they end up saying, yeah, "Hey, we can prove it. We can prove it to you. We'll take you to the Dialy's secret outlook." And then you just see them, like the Dialy, they just sulk away. Like, why would you say you're gonna go and prove anything? Immediately, they'd think that you're going to Lake Laogai. You'd think. Oh, you're frozen because that is a really funny face to hold. If not. I love it. Like, I don't know. That's the one thing I'm like a little miffed about with this. It's like, guys, don't tell them what you're gonna do. Just be like,
They're teenagers. They're teenagers. They're not thinking.
true.
They're
They
not
don't think
thinking.
ahead.
Nah. They're making it up as they go.
I'm trying to find. I'm trying to stall. Actually, I cannot find the picture that I was trying to get of them on the train headed to Lake Laogai, because that's a cool.
It's a good scene, but why in the world did they stick the Earth King on the train?
There has to be like a private subway or something.
Well, I mean, obviously, like he's never left. He's never left the palace, and then he also. Oh well, they're not going to the outer wall yet. I don't know. It's weird. Like it's funny, but it's weird.
Also, Bree says that was a good frozen face. It was indeed.
Glad I could entertain.
I am very happy that we got to see the Earth King on Appa, because think about it. If you could fly and you have a foreign dignitary and you're like,
that face right there is why I'm like, this man is like in his early 20s.
Yep, I'm down for anything.
Like this almost has
like
18-year-old energy.
Hey, get over here. Okay. But how smart of Sokka could be like, we'll let you ride up. Like,
yeah.
Forget having candy in a white van. You want to fly on my bison? Hop in.
You know how many that would work, honestly, with how like crazy this fandom is. That would work.
Oh,
too effectively.
Yeah, probably 9 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
And the other person would be allergic and say no. But otherwise they would.
A small part of them would be like, if I had just taken a Benadryl today.
You would have been someone
would have been a yes.
takes a Benadryl every day just in case.
Exactly.
Now, this actually opened me up to a question. Because I am the way that I am. Couldn't they have just kidnapped him if they didn't have anyone of his like guards on Appa? They could have just kept flying. It's not like he's an earthbender and could have jumped off. Maybe it's I just have a weird train of thought and shouldn't be in any of
No,
these positions, but
no,
I immediately thought kidnap.
you're right. You're right.
Oh, chat, what would you do? Would you kidnap the Earth King or just hope
I
that
don't
he
know.
murders
Here's
you?
the thing. Here's my line of thinking. The guy's worthless. Like, how does it benefit me to kidnap him? That's
Yeah, true. I'd just take him and I'd fly him to the front line and just be like, bruh.
bruh.
We can't orchestrate this just for show. It's actually happening. Rapunzel said, just at the Wheel of Time convention this weekend, they had a massive box of Benadryl at the desk for everyone. This man looks like he'd need a Benadryl. He's allergic to Bosco, but he still will have
I don't think he's
Bosco.
allergic to Bosco, but I am surprised that he isn't like allergic to grass or something. Like,
Yeah, as someone who is allergic to grass, he seems the type.
or like allergic to the sun, where he just looks at it and starts sneezing. Like,
As someone who's allergic to the sun, yeah. No, genuinely, I got such a wicked sunburn because of my migraine medicine, and that's why my
no.
cheeks look weird. Fun fact: I'm allergic to the heat. I'm allergic to the cold. I'm allergic to the sun. I'm allergic to the grass. The world hates me.
And she said, "Yeah, I'll still become a meteorologist."
Oh, 100%. I have to fight back. Oh, this is an appropriate reaction for riding bareback on Alpa, I think.
He's still having a great time though.
He is. It's just
Like,
the man went from not going outside of his
I think this
house.
is honestly where his life begins. Let's
Yeah.
be real.
Everything changed when I got on Appa.
Yeah. We need a limited series of him.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, mini-sodes. They do that with Star
They
Trek.
do need to, but yeah, a mini-sodes limited series. There's only like 8 of them. Leaves you wanting more, but it's not that interesting. Like, it's just kind of novelty. Yeah.
I would love that. You could do one on him. You could do one on that. Oh gosh, you could do the fortune teller. Just put
No.
pop one
It's
for
all him. One whole
all
episode,
him.
however, yeah, it's all him. One whole episode, however, is titled Bosco Alone. And it's just I don't know what Bosco's doing, but it's just him.
He's on his own.
Mhm.
Oh gosh. Also, this made me think. His outfit for the
Mhm.
king. Did you find anything about those beads being significant?
I mean, Jay, I think.
Oh, robot voice is back. What was that?
Oh,
When you
Jay.
say "oh no," it's like "oh no."
I don't know if you can hear me.
I can hear you.
Okay. I don't know what's up, but I said, are they?
Oh no, you're frozen. This is the Dai Li. Ever since we started covering the Dai Li episodes, everything is gone for our technology.
I don't know, man. If it keeps happening, I'll join my phone so we can share.
Okay. But yes, no, the beads, the jade beads. Jade has a lot of special meanings. I remember seeing on Tumblr, maybe back when I was on that avidly, something about how that's an important something significant, being a jade necklace for royalty. I couldn't find anything on my research, but I was wondering if anyone else had it, so we'll toss that to the universe.
I think it's just like expensive, isn't it?
Oh, it's very expensive. Probably like those giant statues that the guards threw at Aang and Toph out front during that battle. That was like my first thought with that when they chucked it. I'm like, oh, those are going to be expensive to replace.
Well, if maybe
Oh no! Brandi left again. Well, let's jump in. So Katie is allergic to the one thing that she loves. The weather. I love skiing and snowboarding and all that jazz. What's this? Woo! With your massive list of allergies, she'll probably relate to many of them. Thank you, Rebecca. I appreciate it. I think Brandi is still gone. Oh. Okay, well, what do you guys want to talk about? Oh no. I do genuinely feel like Brandy's theory about him being in the 20s. There you are.
I'm back.
Hooray. Oh my gosh, look at Mao. Oh no, not me. Take Brandy. There we go. Ah! Do you own that figure?
Yeah, I own that figure.
Where did you find that?
It's like a U2's.
Oh my
I
gosh.
also have the one where Appa's hiding behind the bush. That's adorable. Yeah.
I want that. I want
Yeah.
that now. Ooh, Marcus Aurelius. Do you think Bosco is named after the chocolate syrup? I didn't know there was a chocolate syrup named Bosco.
Maybe me, I just think of like Bosco sticks.
Yes! Okay, so I'm glad other people call it Bosco sticks. For anyone who's not in the Midwest, if you don't know what a Bosco stick is, it's basically a mozzarella cheese stick, but breaded and fried, or like cooked. And
I thought they were breadsticks stuffed with mozzarella cheese.
well, that also counts.
Oh, okay.
It's just a matter of assembly. No, I remember in middle school, which was like height of Avatar: The Last Airbender for me. We had I've had a sack lunch since I was in elementary school. I never ate a school lunch.
Mhm.
And there was one day, Bosco Tuesday, that turned into Barf and Bosco Tuesday because they had to send the school home because 60% of the kids got food poisoning from the Bosco sticks.
Interesting. How do you get food
That's
poisoning from bread and cheese?
I think the cheese was rancid.
Oh.
Or they dunked it in poison or something. I don't know, but a lot of people were vomiting, so they just called the school day. Never heard of Bosco sticks, Rapunzel. What? How is it that I, a Midwesterner, have no idea what you guys are talking about? You didn't go to public school.
Well, neither did I. But I know what they are.
Didn't they have them at Valpo? I feel like that was an option in the cafeteria or something, like the
Oh,
cafe.
I don't think that they had them at Valpo.
Did they?
I don't think so. I don't recall.
Maybe I just got them from the freezer section at Walmart. You can find them anywhere, guys. They aren't anything special.
They're not.
But now that I think about it, Bosco is, yeah, that's all I can think about. Bosco the breadstick bear. But we go through the whole thing with the gang, but there is a side trip here in terms of Zuko that is very, very important.
It is very important.
I
But
completely forgot about it.
I kind of find it hilarious that like Zuko decides to do one good thing in his life and then immediately
Ugh.
just he goes, can't do that.
No, his whole body, and the way Uncle Iroh describes it, he's like, "You're at war within yourself." This is like, but he has a fever. Baby, have you checked him for COVID? I feel like something else is going on
No,
here.
right?
Oh, poor Zuko. No, but honestly, if I'm sick and I want someone to take care of me, Uncle Iroh is the one to do it because he's nice and I know he won't let me die. And also, he can make really good tea.
Yeah.
But also, don't they have beds? He's just kind of in the living room.
I thought that he was like in his room.
Maybe they just haven't had the beds delivered yet.
I think them sleeping on like a mat on the floor is like pretty correct.
Oh, right. Why would I expect a big mattress?
I don't know.
Maybe I'm sleepy.
They're still like in the lower ring right now. They haven't moved to the upper ring yet.
Oh, right.
Ring, right?
Ooh, that was strange.
Is it
there,
still?
Brandy?
Is it still happening?
I think it blinked you out of existence and then it put you back in. It's like Thanos reversed his decision a second after he did it.
Man, I don't know what's going on.
Your Momo's gone, but you still have an Avatar figure, so hey.
Woo.
Oh, Bree asks, were they like an early 2000s thing? Yes. And some look better than others. Let me see if I can find Bosco sticks. Oh, yes, Bosco sticks near me. I could get them for dinner.
There you go.
Hooray.
Like there's like this really good Italian restaurant in Sullivan, Indiana, and they sell Bosco sticks. So like it's still
Oh.
a thing.
See, those are the good ones. That's high quality. These are the school ones. They are not. Oh gosh, just looking at them makes me nauseous.
I'm sorry to bring it up.
It's all good.
I didn't know that there was trauma.
Oh, so much trauma. I mean, not quite the amount of trauma as Zuko, but I will get night sweats about Bosco sticks now.
Well, hate to hear it.
Yeah. Well, and I was trying to find a decent picture of Zuko with these with his fever dream dragons, as I so lovingly call them. This is the first time we see our blue and red friends.
Yeah, but they're not like they're not like Ray and Shaw. Like they're
No. Right, yeah.
yeah.
They're just generic. Kind of like if you think about a cat, you can have like a tuxedo cat, a ginger cat. It just so happened he thought of a blue and a red dragon.
Yeah.
But this scene, the fact Zuko doesn't have his scar as a kid, I was just like, they messed up the animation. But it's like now I'm like, deeper meaning. Oh, there's a lot to unpack here too. Just
Well, and
Azula and Iroh back and forth.
yeah, but do you think that the reason why that we have a blue and a red dragon is because Azula's fire is blue?
It could be. See, and I feel like maybe no, it wouldn't be connected because Iroh learned from the firebending dragon masters, but he's not told Zuko that, I assume. So
No, Zuko doesn't know.
yeah, that wouldn't be a connection. But yeah, no, the back and forth, good angel, evil angel on each of his shoulders,
Mhm.
very, very yin yang.
Yeah,
And then his
definitely.
mother.
Just to add insult to injury.
Yeah, the dude is going through it, and it's like, oh, universe, yeah, rub the wound, salt.
Salt.
Oh yeah, it never interested me as a kid, but now as an adult, it's just like, oh, he's processing trauma. I understand what that means. Went a little bit over my child head. Oh, now I processed that trauma a while ago, and now I'm this. Something went wrong in the process. Zuko got chill. I got manic. But he does, like, at the end of the episode, not to jump ahead too much, but when he has that weird Zuko Iroh hybrid, or not Zuko Aang hybrid.
Mm-hmm.
It's cursed, absolutely cursed. It will not be shown on this podcast. I wonder why that was a switch point for him, as like, oh, I'm gonna be calm now.
I don't think that it is. I think that he's still very like has like that inner turmoil, and like I kind of don't wonder like him imagining that he has like Aang's arrow and stuff like that is almost like a really deep foreshadow of who his grandparents are on his mother's side.
Oh, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah. So instead of like, because it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense for him to like that visual is perplexing to me because it's not like I don't like up until this point, Aang has just been like Zuko's goal and stuff like that. So like, I don't know.
Like that would be freaky. I guess what is his body trying to tell him?
Yeah,
what
like
always makes it like what, that you are Aang, that you're going to be going to help Aang, like
Yeah, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. So that's why I was like, I wonder if it's like a really like interesting foreshadow of like him being connected to the Avatar in that way.
The only thing, and I will break my rule, I will show this cursed image.
No,
Uh,
no.
the only thing is that like he keeps his eyes. That's not Aang's eyes. So is
Hmm.
he? Also, dang, he still has his like muscles and everything. He just has an arrow, basically. So I don't know. Luis Expro says, "Is it a vision from the spirit world then? If it's things he doesn't know."
I don't think so. Like I think
Maybe.
it's still just like a dream. It's just like I can't figure out. I mean, don't get me wrong, fever dreams are weird, but like I cannot figure out a reason for this at all.
I'm at a loss. Marcus Aurelius, Bree, Louisa Sparrow, and Rapunzel, have at it. We got nothing. Yeah, I would like to ask the creators one of these days, just like what was that? Did you just want to make that comparison? They don't do things willy nilly. As Neil Gaiman once said, God doesn't play dice with the universe, and neither do the creators of Avatar.
No, which is
Not a direct
why I'm
quote.
like there has to be like some reason, some
Yeah,
and I feel like we're just overthinking it at this point.
probably. It's probably that. Oh, you've been hunting the Avatar. Now you are the Avatar. Like, huh? I don't know. Fever dream shouldn't be explained. But you know who does have some explaining to do? Haha, segue. This guy. I was waiting to see y'all's interpretation of the dream. Crickets.
Sorry guys, I feel like I failed y'all.
Same. I have no idea. Also, ever since you brought up that he's Mr. Krabs, I've been trying to hear it in his voice. Like I looked away from the screen while watching this. I'm just like, oh, that's like if Mr. Krabs is the evil twin, Mr. like Lobster or something. But it happened. It happened. It's real, and
I'm
I
sorry.
now will never unhear it. And then I
I'm
watched
sorry.
SpongeBob, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's Long Fang. Oh, I love it though. It adds a whole new viewing experience. I'll give you that.
See, another reason to watch the last couple of episodes of season 2.
There you are. But the scene, especially with the drill, I was trying to rack my brain, like, how do they convince him to do this? And then they show him the drill. It's like, that's it. Pretty good evidence. And I think, Longfang's had time to think of an explanation for this. And his explanation is, you can't trust domestic products.
I know. Well, you can't trust domestic machinery. I know. Like him being like, "Oh, it's imported." So like yeah, that's top notch right now. But what I love is that he's like, "Oh, like, it's imported machinery," but at the same time, like, why do you need an imported drill? Like, why are you drilling through the
You
your
have earthbenders.
you have earthbenders? Like, what is going on?
That's like the worst lie you could have possibly told.
Yeah, not his best. I think this is really where he began slipping.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. And like I said, Longfang needs to take improv classes. If you're gonna be the head of a conspiracy, you have to think on your feet. So
I think he usually does. I think he's just like really thrown off because
yeah.
he can slowly just see that he's no longer being able to control the Earth King. And like as much as the Earth King's power is pretty like made up within like how the city has been operating for, his entire reign, like Longfang's power is just as made up. Like it only works as long as the Earth King doesn't realize what's going on.
True, because we find out after this, once he's arrested and in prison, that the Dai Li are still like loyal to him, even if the military isn't.
Yeah.
So this is really like Russia right now, by the way. Yeah, that little coup that tried to happen, and the comparisons.
Yeah. But like at the same time, like the Dai Li, well, I think their numbers are pretty like they have to be pretty great because they control the whole city. But again, like that only happens because the masses don't understand what's going on. Like the Council of Five, like the generals of the military, like they don't realize what's going on. Like the whole military doesn't realize what's going on. Even like the guards at the beginning of the series, at the beginning of the show, episode. Let me get the right word here. The beginning of the episode, like the only reason that they attack Aang is because they probably don't realize that he's the Avatar, and they just think that somebody's coming to invade the palace. Like they have no idea who this person is, and that's why, like in the beginning of the episode, the Earth King is like, "You're the Avatar," and Sokka's like, no, it's actually him over there." Like,
So, not me.
yeah. So, like, I think that Lanfang giving the explanation of, oh, it's imported, is simply because he realized that he is just up a creek.
Yeah. He has no paddle in sight. He is just, yep. Now, this definitely, part of me as an adult wishes Longfang had been a little bit better of an opponent when it came to this, because he just collapsed in the span of 22 minutes. But I also am happy that he did collapse.
Yeah, and I think that just shows like how fake his control really is. Like that's how fragile it is. And what I do find interesting though, and maybe they only arrest him here because they are completely outnumbered. But like,
True, you're facing down the Avatar.
yeah, like I find it interesting that he does just go ahead and he gets arrested, and then like he even believes it. Like I don't think that I don't think it's part of a contingency plan where it's like, okay, if we ever find out, pretend to arrest me, haha.
Have a plan. Have a plan.
Like I think he 100% believes that he just lost everything.
Especially his reaction in the cell afterwards when they're just like, "We're loyal to you," and he's just like, "Ho ho 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 ho."
Yeah. He's like, oh well, then I still have a card to play. So
that's all he needs. He is a very good trickster. Getting like he has ways of getting out of things.
Definitely.
Also, how cool are these handcuffs? I want a pair.
Want a pair. I think that they're like really early versions of what the police officers use in Legends of Korra.
Like the metal whip things. Definitely. And this also makes me wonder, why didn't they use the metal on them when they entered the palace? Like, clearly he was like, over here. Then puts it back behind his head.
I love
put that boy in metal.
I love that. Yeah,
your aim with these would be terrible, though. Just loose chains.
Oh yeah, because they're not technically even bending them. They're just like flipping them out.
It's like drunk Spider-Man. Just
I don't know, in my head I was like, oh, they're metal bending, but nobody can metal bend yet.
Nope. We're 1 episode away, spoiler alert. Yes. Now I definitely I need to learn more about the Dai Li and their practices. I know they expand on it in the Kyoshi series, right?
Well, not in like the books, really. They expand. Really? Yeah, it's not really mentioned in the books yet, but I'm sure that they'll. I don't think there's a third one out yet. I don't know.
They're doing a Kyoshi series too. I think.
I don't think so.
I thought they were doing like an anthology series.
They very well could, but it'll probably
just be dreaming.
Yeah, but like in one of like the bonus features on DVD, I think it actually happens like in between season 2 and season 3. It's like a little video comic where Aang talks to like 4 of his past lives, and when he talks to Kyoshi, she talks about how she created the Dai Li.
Okay.
Yeah, because like the Earth King at the time, like especially like during her avatarhood, the Earth Kingdom is like in shambles and pretty much just like ruled by criminals and stuff like that. And so like Ba Sing Se was just as bad, and so like she creates the Dai Li as like a police force type thing to
Okay.
control the city, and then that obviously evolves into what we see during Aang's avatarhood.
Definitely. Wait, oop. There we go. Definitely. I want to learn more. Actually, there is the way that I've learned about it is through the Avatar Kyoshi TikTok page, which, if none of you are aware of it, is called Kyoshiist, absolute Kyoshiism. Let me find this.
Oh, are those the one that you keep sending to me? Where
it is what I keep sending you. Like, okay, this is who here has seen Avatar the Last, or not Avatar the Last Airbender? We all have. Legend of Korra. If you've seen Legend of Korra, this is for you. If you haven't seen Legend of Korra, just look away for a moment. I have to share this account. I feel obligated to. There we go. Perfect. Let me just scoot that over there. This is what I'm talking about. I'll only play a snippet because it is a 5-minute video, but this person is brilliant.
Unfortunately, you don't have a choice.
Yes, I do.
Come on, Tenzin! For the love of, can you please age yourself up if you're going to be talking about your son?
I hate them. I hate them all so much.
You're just upset her tattoo is cooler than yours.
Excuse me?
I don't know, Chen. I don't see your tattoo blowing people up.
Kyoshi, don't make that comparison. That's stupid.
Yeah, so is the idea of walking straight at a combustion bender.
Oh, yeah, so was creating the Dai Li.
Yeah, okay, not as stupid as trusting that Kavik kid.
Wow. You know, it's funny how at least I didn't get Kavik killed, unlike most of your companions.
You son of a bitch.
Can you two break it?
You get the idea. Just, oh yeah, bad idea. Like creating the Dai Li. So that's made me really start to look more into her. Now following, thanks. You are very welcome, Rapunzel. Enjoy the hours of content. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh gosh, where were we? Okay, yes, right. Aang, the gang, they're all back together. They have the Earth King support. He's like, I will help you. And I should have known not to trust that as a kid, that everything would be okay. And I should have known better as an adult, too, because I actually know what happens next. But I thought this episode was going to end on a happy note, and then it starts to happen again.
You know, I think that we really should have realized that it wasn't going to end on a happy note, because it starts on a pretty happy note. Like, even Saga's like over here, like, I'm no longer gonna be pessimistic. I'm gonna be Mr. Optimism. I'm gonna be Mr. Positive. And he's just like, we could do anything, guys.
It'll be great.
Yeah.
Oh, and then as soon as they say, oh, 3 Kyoshi warriors are here to see you, I'm like, oh, that's right. That I forgot about that entirely.
Really?
When he's like, welcome our Kyoshi warrior friends, I'm just like, no. I know something, because I have started watching the next episode just because I couldn't resist. And they start talking between the 3 of them and the Earth King. And I'm just like, you idiots! Shut your trap!
Oh yeah. He really ruins the whole thing.
Yeah. Well, also Rapunzel has a good point. They sure were happy considering they just left their friend Jet to die.
Oh yeah.
It's true.
You know, that was really unclear. We don't know if he's dead or not.
True that we never saw a dead body. We saw a hurt body.
No body, no crime.
That's a Dai Li motto right there. Oh gosh. Yep. Nope. You see it and you just hear, "We are the Earth King's humble servants." You're just like, oh, ooh.
You're like, that's not Suki. That's not Suki.
Suzuki. And then black.
Well, yeah, but like I think that like you've kind of skipped over like an important part. So like they go back to the palace, and like that general walks in and is like, we've gone through his office and we found like all these things, and so like they find like
notes.
all the notes, yeah. And
I have a
so
picture for that.
yeah,
I
and
did
so
have
like
a picture for that.
Aang gets this note that the Guru Pakti wrote and like attached to Appa's horn. So like that's where Aang's going, and then Toph gets a letter from her mom saying that like, you know, they forgive her and everything like that, and they just want to see her. So like that's what she's doing. And then there's like an intelligence report of like a water tribe. I don't know if we could call it a fleet.
That's
yeah. And so like that's where Sokka's going, and then the Katara is staying behind to help like plan the invasion in the Day of Black Sun. And so like there's even like this moment where they're all like talking about what they're gonna go do, and Katara's like, well, we just need to split up, and Aang's like, no, we just got the family back together. And like in that moment I was like, wow, what is it with bald guys and like really having like this family, like he's having like a Dominic Toretto moment here.
Yes.
Slide a Corona into frame, please.
It's so true. And you just the fact that you not only get the whole family aspect, but this is a boy who is smitten because he got a kiss.
Yeah, we got girls waiting for us when we get back.
Yeah. Oh, I can get Sokka, but Aang, he's just like, huh, yay.
Well, and I also really like the moment where like Aang is like getting ready to tell Katara something, and Sokka just comes in and is like, I'm so ready for this boys trip. Just two dudes.
Yeah. It's like, I was gonna profess my love to your sister, but I guess we're just talking about our dude trip.
Yeah. So
Rapunzel, no! I don't even wonder if Longshot and Smellerby got out before the Dai collapsed the facility.
No, they do. They live. They're in the comments.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Yep. We're good.
Woo! I was worried for a second.
I know you were, but nope, they're in the comics. All good.
It's actually, what is it? It's the Avatar Lost Legends or something? Lost Adventures. Yeah, because they have it on Amazon. If anyone wants to go on Amazon, it's $14 for a paperback version, or you can get a $5 version of the comics on Kindle. And I just bought it, and I have to read it. Because I want to know what all these comics are that everyone keeps referencing. Angry dude Tom type, he lives his life a quarter mile at a time. Oh gosh, I love it. Is there anything else I forgot in this? Because I feel like I forget a lot, and that's why we do a 2-person podcast.
I mean, I think what really kind of like sets the tone, apart from like not only the like Azula and May and Ty Lee being the Kyosho warriors, but like I think like that sets a tone for like, oh, things aren't going great in the Earth Kingdom, but like Toph getting captured, I think sets the tone for, oh no, pretty much the whole gang is in danger.
Literally, for most of the season, at least one member of the gang is like captured in a holding cell. Like, we got Toph, we got Appa.
No, Aang was even in a holding cell in Avatar Day.
Right, and then you have Katara gets shoved in a jail pit with Zuko coming up.
Yeah. No.
Yes, Momo and Sokka are the only good masters of evasion.
Yeah. No, Sokka got captured too. Katara got captured too, and when they in the Blind Bandit.
Right. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
No, wait.
Momo's the only free person?
No. Sorry, it's Aang and Toph that get captured. I'm misremembering. It's Aang and Toph that get captured. Never mind.
Okay, so Sokka's still in the game.
Yeah, Sokka's still in the game. Sokka's got a 0 on the whole capture score.
He better keep it that way. Oh, wait a second. Willingly walks into a prison.
No, never mind.
Whoopsies. Louisa expresses, I read a few of the comics because I wanted to know what happened to Zuko's mother. I don't think they're as good as the writing of the series, to be honest.
No, they're really not. But I think that they're interesting in that they like kind of continued some storylines. Because like
I'm glad we got answers.
that whole cliffhanger at the end of the series where Zuko asks what happened to his mother.
Yes.
I mean, it's a great moment, but completely uncalled for because it just we were left with nothing for so long.
It's not fair. I do wish that with the new Avatar Studios and everything that they would make that comic into an actual episode and just be like, hey, listen, yeah, here's the search for Zuko's mom. Here's how this happens. Elaborate on the comic. So, and I just want more Azula. Absolutely crazy. Oh my. Well, does that sum up most of it?
I think so.
Chat, if we forgot anything that you want us to go crazy about, you let us know. Other than that, though, we have time to now move on to the fan theories.
Woohoo.
Dun,
Well,
dun, dun.
I already talked about how I thought that the Earth King was like super young. So that's one of them. Another theory that I have is, so like Zuko is going through like he's trying to find himself. Love that for him. But like the way that Iroh like is talking about it, like, he made a decision that goes against like his core I guess his like identity almost. And so that's why he's reacting the way that he is, and he just needs to like sweat it out or anything like that. Like the way that Iroh talks about it, I don't wonder if like even Iroh went through something kind of similar.
Yes.
After
if you didn't
Luke
bring it up,
died.
I was going to.
Okay.
Oh my god, yes. 100%. I think he did because he goes through Lieutenant, he abandons the city, and he like goes and like searches for himself, from what we understand, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like he goes through this huge change where he goes back and he wants to be a positive light for Zuko, and he keeps trying to guide him. 100% he went through something like this, but he did it on his own.
I think it's also like heavily implied, but really like unclear. He also may have gone to the spirit world to try and like find Lieutenant.
Really?
But yeah, like I think that it's either like a really popular fan theory or it's implied somewhere. I don't really know. And then that's why it like ties back into like the whole idea that Ko stole Luten's face. And so like that's why Iroh goes into the spirit world.
I have an idea.
No.
This is crazy. So I downloaded an AI program because I had a bet going with a friend that it couldn't write decent fan fiction. Fun fact, it can. It is a horny little machine, I'll tell you that. But no, you can put in like write me a fan fiction about Iroh searching for Lieutenant in the spirit world, and I think I'm gonna type that out and see what it can do.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Because that's what I've been doing all day today, if I'm going to be honest. And yeah, some of them are good.
Some of them are good. Well, you should share if it's good or not.
Oh, I will. I will read this out. Iroh from... I'm a murmurer when I type. I'm just like, Airbender.
So then like the kind of ping-ponging off of this, because since we're with Zuko, so when he has the dream with the two dragons and the blue dragon, which is voiced by Azula, so it's like the red dragon's Iroh, Azula is the blue dragon, and Azula is like telling him to like sleep. Oh no. What happened?
It's actively typing it as we speak, but get the title of it. Embers of the Spirit.
That's good.
That's really good.
That's good.
Oh
I hate
gosh,
how good that is.
Writing it out in chapters.
It's writing it out in chapters?
In chapters! Oh, this might be a new segment. On chapter 3, do you have a thought to finish before we read this? Because it's on chapter 4 already.
It's on chapter 4 already? No, just go ahead. Just go
Okay.
ahead.
It's on chapter 5. It's going to continue generating. Okay. Embers of the Spirit. Summary. After the devastating loss of his son Luten, General Iroh embarks on a spiritual journey into the enigmatic spirit world to reunite with his beloved child. Through encounters with ancient spirits and unforeseen challenges, Iroh's unwavering love and determination will be put to the ultimate test. Oh my gosh! I want to read this. And then, okay, so here are the chapters. Chapter 1, The Call of the Spirits. Grief-stricken and longing for closure, Iroh seeks guidance from the spirits, learning about the veil between the mortal realm and the spirit world. With the guidance of Avatar Aang and his friends, Iroh begins his perilous journey venturing into the unknown. Minus that problem, because it couldn't be Aang. Maybe it's Guru Patik or something. I'm okay with chapter 1. Chapter 2, Trials of the Spirit Realm. Navigating the intricate landscapes of the spirit world, Iroh encounters a series of trials designed to test his resolve. From facing his deepest regrets to demonstrating his compassion, Iroh's wisdom and inner strengths are pushed to their limits. Chapter 3, A Familiar Face. In a serene forest glade, Iroh encounters a spirit who bears an uncanny resemblance to his son. As they converse, Iroh discovers that this spirit carries his son's essence, offering him solace and a chance to reconcile with their unfinished bond. Oh my gosh. Okay, there's only 2 more chapters. It finished typing. Bear with me here. Chapter 4, Confronting the Past. Guided by the spirit of Luten, Iroh delves deep into his own memories, revisiting pivotal moments shared with his son. Through these poignant reflections, Iroh finds healing, forgiveness, and the strength to embrace his son's memory. Chapter 5, The Final Farewell. As his journey nears its end, Iroh prepares to bid his son's spirit farewell. In a poignant, it likes the word poignant, and bittersweet encounter, Iroh finds closure, knowing that Luten's spirit will forever reside in his heart. With a renewed sense of purpose, Iroh returns to the mortal realm, carrying the eternal love and wisdom of his son. Embers of the Spirit explores the depth of love, loss, and the unbreakable bond between a father and his son. Through Iroh's spiritual odyssey, we witness the transformative power of grief and the resilience of the human spirit.
Jeez.
Oh my gosh!
That was heavy.
I'm gonna write this. My family's out of town for the next few days, so I am hardcore fan fictioning this.
All right. Well, I expect chapter 1 by the time that we stream next.
Oh, it'll be a full manga. It'll be gorgeous. That is now amazing, and I want that. Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous, just letting our overlords know now that I vote for the Wall-E dystopian future. It is! We still need that Miyuki fanfic. Say less, Rapunzel, say less!
You know, I was gonna bring up the Miyuki fanfic, but at the same time, I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna crush my girl when she's inspired, you know?
Oh, we're gonna get a Miyuki fanfic from this. Make sure it's poignant. You're right on it, Marcus Aurelius. While I'm typing this one out, please continue, Brandi.
Alright, okay. So the 2 dragons. I wanna know your opinion on this. So
Okay.
the blue dragon is like, sleep, Zuko. Do you think that he was that close to death?
I don't know if he was that close to death, because I like to think of it as if you're hypnotized, or what is it? Oh my gosh, wait, Doctor Who. It always comes back to Doctor Who.
It always comes back to the doctor.
In David Tennant's first episode, The Christmas Invasion, there's a blood device that hypnotizes people using their blood types, and they make them at one point of the episode walk to the edge of high buildings, and they're threatening to make all these people with this blood type jump off of a building. And then David Tennant's like, ooh, a big red button. Let me just press the big red button. Smack. And it would make him jump off the building, but they don't. And it's because hypnotism can't kill you. It can only just make you do certain things, but your personal will overpower it. So that's the way I view Zuko right here is, yeah, his spirit is in conflict, but it's not going to kill him necessarily.
Okay. All right.
I don't know. What did you think?
I don't know. Like, at one point I was like, is he that close to dying? Like, and then at the same time I was like, well, no, I think that it really is just more of like a moral conflict. And like he has like the one side of him where he's trying to listen to Iroh because he knows that Iroh is really like the only one that really deeply cares for him. But at the same time, like he has that desire to like have his father's approval and have his honor back and stuff like that. So I think like that's what it really is, but I don't know. Again, like I just wanted to ask, like let's see here.
Also,
Oh, this one's actually really interesting.
I've met my free limit for the day.
Oh no.
Yuki will have to wait.
All right. Maybe we'll do it next time.
Yes.
All right. This one I found online and I find it's very short, but like it's very good. The Earth King thinks that Sokka is the Avatar because he didn't know the Avatar disappeared, and therefore he thinks that the Avatar just continued in the cycle, and that the Avatar should be from the Water Tribe.
Oh,
And
that's
why
a good one.
That's so good, isn't it?
That's really good.
Yeah. So he's just like, oh yeah, the Avatar is from the Water Tribe.
Oh my
Boom.
god.
Boom.
I
But
accept that.
at the same time, I think that also implies that he knows who like the active Avatar is. And I don't even think that he knows that much. Like,
If I was the Earth King and the Avatar hadn't visited me in my lifetime, I'd be pretty mad. Like, hello? Leader of a nation.
yeah, I guess I wonder if like he even gets any really important visitors.
If he's even allowed to meet with them. Yeah?
Well, no, excuse me. If like they are even allowed to meet with them, because if you think about it, like take Top's parents, like they're pretty important. I even think that like the house that she goes to is like their house in Ba Sing Se.
Oh yeah, their vacation house.
Yeah, it's their vacation house. But like, but like if Toph's dad went to go visit the Earth King, like wouldn't that be? You know, how does the Earth King not know about the war? Because he has those 5 generals, and don't the 5 generals know about the war?
I think the 5 generals maybe report to Long Feng, who then gives him all the information.
Okay, all
maybe?
right, okay, that's fine.
And they just don't realize that he's not passing it along.
Okay, but anyways, like I don't think Long Feng would risk having people from outside the city, even like no matter how important they are, come visit the Earth King. And I bet you the Earth King doesn't even realize that him being the Earth King means that important people come see him.
Yeah.
Like,
he's just the throne.
Yeah. He's just like, I don't know. I live in the palace. I got a bear. And he's pretty content with that. And I think I think that's very sweet. I kind of like the Earth King. I don't know why.
He's just blissfully ignorant of everything, but he's so nice.
I just love a character who's dumb and innocent. And that's what this guy is. Like, he's so harmless.
he is so
harmless.
Sweet. And Rapunzel has a good point. What if the Dai Li have actually trained Bosco to eat anyone that starts mentioning the war to the king? He's secretly an undercover agent. See him and Miyuki, they make a task force.
I don't know. I kind of like the idea of Bosco being just as innocent and dumb as the Earth King. That's why they're best friends.
It's like Aang and Appa, they're the same level.
That's why we need this mini series of the Earth King Bosco.
I say we go for it. I mean,
Yeah.
the writers are all on strike. They aren't doing anything. We could just message them and say, "Hey, you want to make something for our podcast? We're non-union.
We're
We'll
non-union.
pay you."
We still won't pay them enough.
True. Yeah, I have about 6 jars of slime and a My Hero Academia manga. Is that good? Oh, and a knife.
Oh my, okay. I wasn't expecting you to actually hold up a knife.
Oh, it's just for apples.
So she says. So she says.
They're fleshy and red. Substitute. Anywho, are there any other fan theories?
Nah, that's it for the week.
This week, honestly, was slim pickings for me. Because, like, fan theories, I thought of, yeah, Iroh, that makes sense. And you got some really good gems in there. But finding fan art was a struggle, but I did find one. And it's a beaut. Let me just, there. And we're going to click there. Welcome to cosplay of Long Fang.
Nice. That's so good.
Background. I'm jealous. I wish I could pull off that look. I never could, but props to this person
You don't know unless you try. You don't know unless you try.
I don't look good with facial hair.
Oh, okay. All right. I mean, have you tried?
I've done the filter where it like switches you between like you and your sibling sort of a thing. So it like made me into my brother and I was horrifying.
Oh, okay. All right.
I can maybe gender bend it, but definitely not straight up Long Fang.
What if you did a Mr. Krabs and Lon Fane like combo?
Oh. I might be able to pull that off.
Yeah, see? I figured that was just wacky enough for you.
No, because you know what my next cosplay is going to be, possibly. I have like a list of 10. I want to do Astrid from How to Train Your Dragon, because I want to be able to go to children's hospitals for that. But I also really want to do Man Ray from SpongeBob.
Yes! Epic.
And it's a very attainable cosplay, I might add.
I love how much you've thought about it. You're like, that's doable. That's doable.
I priced it out. I'm like, we're doing this.
Well, she's got to do the pricing.
Mr. Krabby Long Fang is sick. Let me see. I know someone's gotta have cosplayed this. Thing, Mr. Krabs cosplay. There's so many things that could happen. Oh, okay, I lied. I did find something. It's from last week's episode, but I'm happy with it. There we go.
That's good.
Classic SpongeBob. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think that covers everything. Hopefully. If we missed something, let us know in the comments, because
I don't know. I'm still gonna think about Zuko and the face swap and see if inspiration doesn't strike. We might have to bring it back up next week, the next stream.
I think we could.
Yeah.
We'll see. Someone go have a fever dream that explains that fever dream, and then we'll converge again.
Sounds good.
Awesome. And on that note, oh my gosh, thank you, Bree and Rapunzel and Marcus Aurelius, Louise X Sparrow, everyone who has tuned in or who will be watching on the replay, in which case, hello from the past.
Hello.
And I lied. I flat out lied. I do have something else. Because I had a pretty epic week 3 weekends ago. It was a while ago. It was like the 30th of June, the 1st of July, and the 2nd of July. I was a moderator at Comic-Con, which, for anyone who doesn't know, that means that I got to moderate panels with celebrities, including the lovely woman Cricket, who voices May. She's right there. I'm right here. And those three guys voiced Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Spinner, Pegasus from Yu-Gi-Oh!, Joey from Yu-Gi-Oh!, the list goes on and on. I got to do a voice actor panel, and Cricket was so nice, guys. She's just the sweetest person. She's a therapist now. I think she's local. She might be in Indiana or Michigan.
Nice.
Not sure. She gave me her card, said if I needed therapy to reach out, which yes. But
I'm sorry. It's just I've just never seen it like somebody's like, oh, if I ever need therapy, and then nervous laugh.
yeah. It's definitely coming down the pipeline at some point. But-
I highly recommend it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I also got her to sign the Turtle Ducks poster that I'm trying to accumulate a lot of the cast signing, and she was wondering where she should sign. She goes, I'm gonna go next to Zuko. I want to have a good quote. I could do I love Zuko more than I fear you, but that's a bit wordy. How about just take the bear?
Just take the bear.
May. And then she also gave me another one for his Radar's little paw. And this says, Katie, you miscalculated. I love Zuko more than I fear you. I swear, this woman, if you ever go to a Comic-Con with her, she will talk with you and is so sweet. If you want a therapy session, she'll give you her card. Like, guys, go look up Cricket Lee.
So cool.
So cool. And that is now that. I don't think I have anything else, and if I do, I'll just scream into a pillow and remember it for next week. So, Brandi, thank you for being here. We got Louise X Sparrow with a heart. We got Rapunzel saying, give the kitten a cuddle from us. I will. Brandi can if she wants to, but she'd have to drive through a severe thunderstorm to get to me. So, up to you, Brandi. Is Brandi still there? I think Brandi froze. I'm not seeing her dot move. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know if we should wait until Brandi comes back or not. Bree says bye. Bye. See ya, Marcus Aurelius, Rapunzel, Bree, and Louise X Sparrow, and Brandi's internet connection. We'll see you again eventually. Have a great night. Bye, guys.